Hey guys, this is going to be a quick and to-the-point review of the new YSL Holiday 2020 Dress Me Wild Couture Color Clutch. This is a limited edition eye and cheek palette. It comes with 4 eyeshadow shades and 6 cheek colors, although there really isn't a rule if you want to swap things around and use, the colors wherever you want. I'm gonna begin by swatching the eyeshadows. Now this is quite a smoky color story with 1 navy and 1 sparkly gunmetal, then 1 rich chocolatey bronze. The only highlight shade for the eyes is a soft beige lavender that is also kind of cloudy looking. Now that matte contour shade in the middle of the palette is meant for the cheeks, but I really like to use it as a transition color in my socket, just as I do with a usual face bronzer. Now I wanted a very metallic effect, so I decided to go on with a damp brush just so I could really foil that pewter metallic grey and bring out the shine. I wanted very Peter Phillips style, subtle ombre or gradient from grey into navy blue, so I also dampened the brush to apply that shade. Unfortunately, this is not a color that's particularly intense, and I did struggle a little bit to get the blue to come out. Just be aware that the navy is not going to be a very obvious pop of blue. It's more or less going to blend into whatever other smoky shade you have on the eye and look more like a smoky charcoal. It's kind of a similar situation with that pale lavender shade. It looks like it would be really pretty, but the type of pigments that they used in the formula just makes it go on a vague, kind of like a beigey, whitish, ashy color. Now the entire palette is made in this dry but very silky and extremely finely milled formula. These tend to go on quite sheer, but they are very easy to blend and build up. The only flaw I would point out is that if you have extremely deep skin tone or very, very pale skin, you might not be able to get the best results out of some of these shades because both of the highlighter shades are extremely pale. They may look a little bit ashy on deep complexions. A couple of the blush shades may be just a little bit harder to control if you're extremely fair. Now I forgot to mention that I'd already applied a little bit of the contour powder under my cheekbones earlier, so I'll be moving on to one of the blush shades. I chose what I thought was going to be a matte mauve pink, and boy oh boy was I surprised when it went on with the most amazing gleam. It looked like my cheeks were glowing. It really highlights and emphasizes the cheekbones, so I really didn't want to mess it up by applying one of the highlighters. I think this is more than enough on its own. I have 2 of the lipstick shades from the collection. Both of them are rich, deep burgundy reds. The first one is one of the Rouge Volupte shines, so while it looks quite deep and dark in the tube, this is an oil in stick, so it's really balmy, really glossy, and very sheer. It feels super plush and very moisturizing on the lips, and you can actually achieve a My Lips but better color with this shade as long as you go on with a few light swipes. It gives you that beautiful tint like you've been sipping red wine. As for the Rouge Pure Couture shade 135 Wildly Rouge, this is the most beautiful deep wine red. It is vampy, it is glamorous, it is slightly mysterious. If you want a red that's not gonna look too loud, this is the perfect one for you. I do think that the palette is beautiful, but a little bit of a mixed bag. I do wish I liked every single shade, but there were a couple that just were not as vivid or intense as I would have liked. The cheek colors are gorgeous on the other hand, so if that's the main reason you are eyeing the palette, then go for it. As for the lipsticks, I like both of them. I like how different the looks are, even though they look like they might be the same shade in the tube. And that's it for this very concise review. I hope you guys found it informative and that it will help you make a purchase decision. If you have any feedback, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.